Hi, and welcome to Health Club. I just wanted to take a second to make this video to introduce myself to some of you who I've never actually met in person. Thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to give you a face to the name. So I'm Emily, and I'm going to be guiding you through the next 30 days of your full body total reset, detox, all around awesomeness. So, yeah, I just wanted to take a second to, for those of you that don't know me, explain a little bit about where I'm coming from and what my intention with this program is, and then of course to really kind of break down and explain to you what you have signed on for and what you've gotten yourself into. So, where do I start? A little bit about me. To make it really simple, I'm a nerd, the usual type. I'm normal. I work all the time. I obviously practice holistic nutrition. I'm a yoga instructor. I've been running my own clothing brand for the past 9 years, and I play drums in a punk rock band. I don't know. I have a lot of interests in my hands on a lot of pots, but I'm very passionate about all the things that I do. What else? My boyfriend's right there and he knows I'm making a video and it's really awkward. But it's important for me to, even though these videos are obviously hella ghetto, it's just my photo booth, just to make it a little bit more personal, because what we're about to go through together is totally personal. How I got into holistic nutrition in general was just because, I'm like everybody in the world. I went through a really fucking horrible time, and stress in general just kind of put my body on a massive shutdown. I went through a really hard period years ago, and I got to a place where, I had to heal. So I invested in myself, and I bought my education at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. I know some of you are really familiar with that school, and it's an amazing program, and it totally changed my life. But when I first got into it, really my intention was all right, girls in her 30s, she has to figure out how to feed herself and just take care of herself, because the shit that's going down is just not gonna fly. I'm not gonna survive. I was seriously to a point where my body was very ill. I was very underweight. My skin turned gray. I was in and out of the, doctor's offices and hospitals having surgeries. I found a lump in my breast. I mean, it was a nightmare. And so the women in my life, or at least a couple of the women in my life that I look to kind of as my own personal gurus, just not only in health, but just as badass females, went to the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and I was like, okay, I want to be like those girls. Those girls have their shit together, they're healthy, and they're hot. I want to be those girls. I'm going to do this program. So I did it, and I figured, I would just learn how to feed my body and how to cook and I don't know, brown rice or some shit. I don't know what I was thinking. I was desperate, to be honest. But what was amazing is I came out of it a health coach. And what I really learned out of that program was, obviously the food that we eat is super, super, super important. It's going to be what our body needs. It's going to be unique to us. There is no one right diet for everybody. There's great, great, great methods of eating out there. But to say that this is the answer, everyone should be vegan or paleo or, whatever, is completely, completely absurd. And it's not about buying into somebody else's idea of health. It's about understanding how to listen to your body and figure out how to feed your body's specific needs. But more importantly, I learned a lot about holistic nutrition and what that really, really means. It's not just some hippie jargon. It's fucking legit, and it's the only way, in my opinion. What that basically means is that the food that we put in our mouths is actually secondary to how we find nutrition in our lives off the plate. So this comes from, our jobs and our finances, our relationships, our spirituality, our creativity, things like that. Because you can be fucking super strict, non-dairy, gluten-free, vegan, whatever, but if you are unhappy, if you are not fulfilling your soul's desire, if you don't have confidence, if you don't have any laughter or love in your life, like, you're gonna be sick, like, straight up. Oh my God, that to me was like the biggest revolutionary breakthrough. Like, on some level I knew it, but anyway, I just feel really lucky that I got to go through that program and really learn it and learn how to teach it. It's a huge passion of mine. And I'm a big yoga nerd, so basically I'm just like an all-around dork, hippie, punk art weirdo. Okay, so that's how I kind of ended up in this situation. And now, so just a little bit about this program that we're doing all together. Okay, so I learned a lot about dietary theories and detoxes and all that stuff through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. And you'll probably hear me talk about that school a lot, and I usually just abbreviate it IIN, and that's what I'm talking about. So at IIN, I learned a lot about that stuff. And detoxes are great because for a lot of us, like, we just don't know what the fuck is wrong. We just know we feel like shit, and we just need to fix it, right? So we all know of, like, elimination diets, juice fasts, raw food cleanses, blah, blah, blah. And all of that's awesome, you know, if you've ever done anything like that and like maybe it made you feel good or whatever. But really my intention with this program is a little bit different than your normal detox. And so how I came to this program, or how I found out about it, was because when I started coaching people, like, I just very much lucked out, and as soon as I got out of school, I got clients pretty much right off the bat, because just by word of mouth, me being so excited about having all this like new training and certification. Like, I'm a high school dropout, like getting a certificate for something was a huge fucking deal. And people were stoked, and it turns out that everybody feels like fucking shit. They're just walking around feeling like garbage all the time. I also come from like a real punk community where people are just like living off of pizza and beer. So, you know, for sure, they were very curious about their health and how they could be making better choices. Anyway, so I started to get clients, and that was rad. The work was incredible. I'm thinking of somebody specifically right now. I've had a lot of magic experiences doing this. But with that said, I had never been coached. And as a non-negotiable, which I'm totally telling y'all right now because you signed up for this, big non-negotiable, when I get a client, one of the first things that I tell them is like, you have to be willing to be coached. Straight up. Like, this is not the kind of thing where like, boom, you just ordered some kit online from whatever, and it's going to show up and you're going to like check in on Facebook or whatever, and like magically your life is going to get better. I mean, maybe, yeah, a little bit, but that's because your ass is about to do the work, and that's the only way these changes happen. There is no magic pill for this. Like, you're going to step up and you're going to pay attention to it, and you're going to change your fucking life. That's how you do it. I had to do that. I had to do the work. I couldn't just teach people how to do the work. I had to know what it was like to be on that side of things. So I hired a health coach, and I gave this woman money, and I agreed under under the circumstances that I would be coached and I would take her advice. And, you know, after discussing my goals with her and like where I was at with my health, you know, a big thing for me was sugar. And I was also smoking. I've had a long relationship with nicotine. I've been off of it now for 7 months, which is pretty big deal. Anyway, still struggle with it, but 7 months, no cigarettes. So anyway, you know, I hired her, and she put me on this program that we're about to do. And it changed my life. Like, it just straight up did. Was it what I expected I needed? Did I think that I needed to be exercising for 30 minutes a day? No. Because I play drums and I'm a yogi. Did I want to be taking, you know, what I thought at the time was a protein shake, Shakeology, which we're all going to be drinking every day? No. Like, I was taught in IIN, like, don't ever, you know, but like put anything in your body that has like more than 5 ingredients in it. Like, I was very, very, very like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just sign on for? But at the same time, I told her I'd be coached, and the program was only a month long, which is what we're doing. And yeah, it changed my fucking life. My coach really speaks a lot to weight loss, because that's her story. You know, she that's that's what she relates to. So she speaks to that a lot. If you are in a position where, oops, screensaver, sorry, you're looking to drop a few pounds or just like get better control over your metabolism and your weight and things like that, dude, this program is going to rock your fucking ass if you do it. You have to do it. You are going to do it. And more importantly than, just the physical results that this program will give you, the way I'm going to train you on it, this is going to be a holistic, like massive lifestyle 30-day kick-ass reboot. Okay, I've already had you here for 10 minutes. Shit. And the other thing, okay, just really quickly, prep week is a lot of information in a really short amount of time before we just like hit the ground running on Monday. So just bear with me, be patient through these videos, watch them, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, so all you really need to know is that the way I run this program with the 21-day fix, the 21-day fix is a Beachbody product. I fell in love with that product so hard that I was like, all right, I'll sign up to coach for Beachbody. Anybody can do that, because I want to be able to implement this product into my coaching, my health coaching, because it's structured, it's super easy to understand, and it works. Now, Beachbody markets it as like, 21 days, I'll give you the body you always wanted. That's kind of bullshit. In 21 days. Maybe it's not, but like, look, what you really need to understand is that these are new behaviors that this program teaches you that detox the 5 major organs of your body. So like I said earlier, when we normally think of doing a detox, we're like, whoa, like my guts are totally weird. I better do like this juice fast and like do a nice cleanse. Or super obvious, I need to detox my liver. Time to put down the drug for a while until I can bring my body back into a state of balance and health or whatever. Super great, super normal. What we're about to do is different. We're going to hit the 5 major organs of the body. So we're going to hit the intestines for sure, the liver, the kidneys, the lymph, and the lungs. And all 5 of these are super, super, super important in preventative health, which, as somebody who has been in the grossness of sickness, like preventative health is what's up. Like, don't let your body go so far that you're at the fucking bottom. Just start cultivating healthy behaviors on the regular, and just don't let that shit happen to you. So how do we go about doing this? We're going to do it, you're going to learn all about macronutrients and nutrition through portion control as well. So you're going to learn how to eat in a way that is right for you, the foods that are right for you, and in quantities that are right for you, so you're not completely overloading your intestines. Even if you're super, super healthy, if you're eating like 2,000 calories worth of salad or something in one sitting, like you're going to have a problem taking a shit the next day or something. You know what I mean? Like that's like, it's all about learning mindful eating, really, is what it is. It's no sugar and no processed foods whatsoever. Like, super, super mindful of this. This can be a little bit difficult at first, but I'm going to teach you and train you how to live and function in a crazy world of grocery stores and bodegas and succeed at this, because it is possible. And then the fitness component of it is because you have to address your lymphatic system and your lungs. Like, that's just a non-negotiable. It might be, for me, when I first did this program, that was the part that I resisted the most, and it's the part that changed. Like, I was immediately like fell in love with it. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I haven't been doing this for forever. My stress levels like completely evened out. My anxiety levels dropped. I slept better. Dealing with not being a smoker was a lot easier, etc. And then the last thing is the Shakeology. And then I just want to express really quickly that the reason we are implementing this supplement into this detox is because when you are taking away, right, you're detoxing, your body, everybody knows what going through a detox feels like. It sucks. Like, you have really low energy, you can get headaches, fatigue, some people get really sick, or maybe just like a little stuffy, or a lot of things. Emotionally, it can be really, really hard to handle as well. Like, how do I sit with my cravings? Shakeology is your friend. Why? Because it's not just a protein shake. There's a lot of great protein shakes out there. Shakeology is not only a great protein shake, but it is a fucking superfood from heaven or something. So as we are removing all of these toxins from our body, we're going to counteract it with so much nutrition, nutrients, superfoods, good flora for the intestines, probiotics, prebiotics. I mean, I will educate you constantly on Shakeology because there's so many ingredients in it, and I think it's really important. I know for me, like, nobody coached me on Shakeology, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I wish my coach had, like, really spoke to it. I had to do all the research on my own, and, like, luckily it was just an incredible product, and I wasn't, like, being fooled. And on top of all of it, it has adaptogens in it, which I'll teach you a lot about if you don't know already. But a lot of us, I know, are just super stressed out. I know a lot of you are moms. I know a lot of us are really tired. Adrenal fatigue is really, a serious issue. Depression is a serious issue that a lot of us face on the real, like, every day. Adaptogens, they are in Shakeology. They are all natural. They come from nature. I will educate you on these, and they are your best friend. And you should be taking these every single day because straight up, they're going to make you feel so much better. I promise. Like, oh, and then on top of it all, it tastes like fucking chocolate. So when you're going through a sugar detox and you still get to have a chocolate shake every day, A, you're going to be less likely to relapse and just like randomly show up at the coffee shop for a donut, like totally impulsively. And B, you're going to be hit with so much nutrition that it's really just going to help your body not crave so much crap because you're finally getting properly fed. So, okay, so that's a lot of info, but I needed to just get it out there. I'm so glad that you're all here. This is going to be a great round. I just know it. I know some of you are in it for another round, which is so awesome. Last thing, this is a private group, so please just be super respectful of each other's privacy. Accountability is key. And I'm gonna go through all of this actually with you later. That'll be too much for this video. But get on the feed and introduce yourself. Your participation in this is crucial. Let us know who you are, what brought you here, what your goals are, all of it. And for those of you that are still in the group, if you are like for some reason watching this video, get on the feed and introduce yourself to the new people. And let them know that you've been through this and that you're here to support them because we're all in it together. That's what makes this work. So don't be shy. I know maybe, we're all just getting to know each other, so there might be that sense of like vulnerability and like, oh, this is kind of weird. I'm like on Facebook doing this like detox or whatever. Like, it'll all make a lot of sense really soon and you will just ease into it. But your participation, like, you already signed up, you purchased the kit, like, make the most out of this. Be yourself, be authentic. This is how we learn from one another. And yeah, okay, great. I'm so glad you're here. And tomorrow, check in with me. There's going to be a pin post every day at the top of the page. If you're on your phone, you need to click pin post. That's the only way you're going to see it. In the morning, you check in, you watch the video, you read the post, and then check back in at night. And tomorrow I'm going to break down the kit that you got in the mail and hopefully, make everything make a little bit more sense to you there. All right. Much love.